everyone, I'm Sarah of Rich Textures Crochet and welcome. Today we're going to learn how to crochet the checked boxes stitch. Now this is a lovely lacy kind of pattern, lots of open work happening here. It's the same on the front as it is on the back and it's fairly easy to work. Today for the tutorial I'm going to be using a 5mm or an H8 crochet hook. This is the Birchwood hook by Rowan Yarn. I'm also going to use some of this basic stitch anti-pilling acrylic yarn by Lion brand, and this is 100% acrylic. It's a medium worsted weight yarn. There are links to these in the description of this video. Also down in the description you'll find a direct link to the free written instructions, which are on richtexturescrochet.com. So thank you so much for joining me, and while you're here I invite you to subscribe, take a look around. This channel is updated every single week with free crochet patterns and stitch tutorials. Now as we begin here, just a note, today I will be working with American crochet terms. We're going to start by working a slip knot and then by making a foundation chain. This stitch today is worked in rows. And for our foundation chain today, you're going to need a multiple of 8 stitches plus 5 for that foundation chain. So today I'm going to go ahead and chain 29 stitches. Once you have your foundation chain worked, you're going to begin row 1 by working a double crochet into the 4th chain from your hook. Your chain 3 here and throughout will also count as a double crochet stitch. You're then going to double crochet into the next stitch. Next, chain 1 and skip the next 3 stitches. You're then going to double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, and then double crochet back into the previous second skipped stitch. So you have your 3 skip stitches, that second stitch. You're going to bring your hook back and insert your hook into that stitch, and in this foundation chain it is a little bit trickier, but it gets easier later on. Yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops twice. You're then going to chain 1, skip the next stitch, and double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. Chain 1. We're now going to repeat, skip the next 3 stitches, double crochet into your next stitch, chain 1. Now working in the second of the previous 3 skip stitches, work 1 double crochet into that second skip stitch, chain 1, skip the next stitch and work a double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. You're going to repeat this all the way across. Chain 1, skip the next 3 stitches, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet back into the second skip stitch, all the way across to the end, where you will finish off with a chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. That brings you to the end of your row 1. You're then going to chain 3, which counts as that double crochet stitch, and turn your work. Now for row 2, we're going to begin right away with a crossed double crochet stitch. So you're going to skip the first 2 stitches and work a double crochet into the next stitch. So you're skipping the stitch at the base of your turning chain and the next stitch, double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1, double crochet back into the first stitch of the previous skip stitches. So this is the stitch that is at the base of your turning chain. Double crochet into that first skip stitch. Chain 1, skip the next chain 1 space and work a double crochet into the next double crochet stitch. Double crochet into the next chain 1 space and double crochet into the next double crochet stitch. Chain 1, skip the next chain 1 space and skip the next 2 stitches. We're now going to repeat all the way across. Double crochet into your next stitch, chain 1, double crochet into the first of the previous 2 skip stitches, chain 1, skip the next chain 1 space, double crochet into the next double crochet stitch, double crochet into the next chain 1 space, and double crochet into the next double crochet stitch. Chain 1 and repeat. You're going to repeat this all the way across until you've come to your final 3 double crochets, which includes that turning chain. You'll finish off with the chain 1, skip the next 2 stitches, double crochet into the top of the turning chain, chain 1, double crochet into the first of the 2 skip stitches. You're then going to simply finish off with a double crochet into the top of the turning chain, which was the same turning chain where you worked your last cross double crochet. Chain 3 and turn your work. Now for row 3, you're going to begin by working a double crochet into the next chain 1 space. So you're skipping that next double crochet into the chain 1 space and double crochet into the top of the next double crochet stitch. Chain 1, skip the next chain 1 space, then skip the next 2 stitches. Double crochet into your next stitch, chain 1, and double crochet back into the first of the 2 skip stitches. Chain 1, skip the next chain 1 space, double crochet into the next double crochet, double crochet into the next chain 1 space, and double crochet into the next double crochet. You're now going to repeat that all the way across. Chain 1, skip the next chain 1 space and each of the next 2 double crochet stitches, double crochet into your next stitch, and chain 1. Then double crochet back into the first of those 2 skipped double crochet stitches. Chain 1, skip the chain 1 space, double crochet into your next double crochet stitch, double crochet into the next chain 1 space, and double crochet into the next double crochet stitch. Repeat all the way across. When you come all the way across, you're going to finish off with a double crochet into the next double crochet stitch, double crochet into the next chain 1 space, and then double crochet into the top of your turning chain. Chain 3 and turn your work. Now that's it as far as the repeat in this pattern is concerned. For the rest of the pattern, you're simply going to repeat your rows 2 and 3, then fasten off, weave in your ends, and that is how you work this checked boxes stitch. So thank you so much for joining me. Once again, I invite you to subscribe. Check back regularly. This channel is updated every single week. And if you happen to work this stitch in a project, feel free to tag Rich Textures Crochet. I always love to come by and admire your work. Until next time, happy crocheting. Bye.